The house hummed faintly with traces of life. Music floated gently in the background. The laughter from earlier, now only a fading echo. The familiar fragrance of Emma's favorite perfume lingered in the air, cloaking the room in a bittersweet mist. Yet, despite the cozy atmosphere, I felt uneasy, pacing across the living room as tension gnawed inside me. Emma, unaware of the storm twisting within me, swayed gracefully before the mirror, adjusted her dress with precise care, the soft rustle of fabric breaking the quiet. "Mark, can you fasten this necklace?" she called, her voice a blend of eagerness and slight annoyance. Walked toward her slowly, disguising the turmoil, my words calm though my heart pounded. "Emma, we need to talk." Serious. She caught my reflection in the mirror, her brow furrowing. "Can it wait?" Already behind. "No," I replied firmly but gently. "It can't." Emma exhaled sharply, impatience written across her face as she turned, folding her arms. "Mark, I'm only going out with friends. Nothing unusual." "What's there to discuss?" I swallowed, choosing my words with her. "It's not about the act, Emma. It's about the feeling. Lately you've been out more, and I'm left here alone. Seems like our marriage matters less to you." Her expression stiffened, irritation clear. "Mark, this is absurd. Everyone needs their own space. I just want time with my friends." "It's harmless, is it?" I asked softly, my voice edged with vulnerability. "Because it feels like you're hiding something, like there's a part of your world I no longer belong in." Her eyes flared, cheeks flushed. "Are you accusing me of cheating?" I shook my head quickly. "No, but I can't ignore how distant we've become. How distant you've become." Emma's tone hardened. "You're acting controlling, Mark. If I can't see my friends without being questioned, then the problem is your insecurity, not me." Her words pierced deeply, but I held my voice steady. "Maybe you're right," I admitted, softer now. "Maybe I am insecure, but I'm fighting to hold on to Emma. And it's hard when it feels like I'm the only one trying." She shook her head, frustration boiling. "I can't do this right now. We'll talk later." Snatching her purse, she strode to the door, the sharp rhythm of her heels echoing through the silence. She didn't turn back as she left, leaving me alone in the dim living room. The door closed behind her like the final chord of an unfinished melody. The next morning, sunlight spilled through the curtains, casting golden streaks across the floor. Emma stepped in, her movements slower, more careful, the air heavy with unspoken weight. "Morning," she said brightly, her tone unnaturally cheerful, as though to erase last night's echoes. I looked at her evenly. "Good morning. We need to talk." Her smile faltered. She set her coffee on the table and sat at the edge of the sofa, her posture tense, her eyes tired. "About what?" Drawing in a breath, I steadied myself. "About us. About how things have been." She sighed, leaning back as if bracing herself. "Mark, we've been through this. I go out, I enjoy myself, then I come. That's all. There's nothing wrong with it." "It's not just what you're doing," I answered, holding back frustration. "It's what it's doing to us. Feel like your social life is taking priority over our marriage. I'm clinging to something that feels like it's slipping away." Her brows knit tightly, arms crossing. "So what are you saying? That I should stop seeing them?" "No," I said firmly. "I'm saying we need balance. I need to know I matter to you. That this marriage still matters." Emma's gaze narrowed, her voice sharp. "You're turning this into an ultimatum." "Maybe I am," I admitted steadily. "Because I can't keep living like this. Either we fix this together or we need to rethink where we're going. Her face reddened with anger as she sprang to her feet. You're being unreasonable, Mark. You're smothering me. I rose too, meeting her stare. This isn't about control, Emma. It's about protecting what we built. If you can't see that, then maybe you're right. Maybe we do need to step back and reconsider. Her voice cracked, raw with fury. Fine. That's how you feel. Maybe we're better apart. Her words struck me like a blow, but I didn't falter. If that's truly how you feel, then so be it. But I can't remain in a marriage where I feel invisible. Without another word, Emma seized her purse and stormed out, the door slamming behind her. I sank onto the couch, the weight of our fight pressing down on me. That evening, surrounded by half-filled boxes and the oppressive quiet of the house, I waited. The steady ticking of the clock marked each second, stretching as I braced for what came next. When Emma returned, her earlier laughter was gone. She froze in the doorway, eyes falling on the boxes and a carefully placed note atop them. Her face shifted from confusion to realization and then to despair. Mark, she whispered, her voice barely audible, but I didn't lift my eyes. Silence said everything for us both. Almost mechanical. Yet as I surrendered to her direction, a strange rhythm took hold. Slowly my movements grew smoother, my stiffness fading into a surprising enjoyment. For a fleeting moment I wondered if we had shared more moments like this in marriage, truly talking, truly connecting. Would things have been different? Perhaps we'd still be together. But regrets serve little purpose. At least that's what I thought. Until Lisa broke the silence. Liam, there's something I need to tell you. Before I reveal her words, I must explain who Lisa is and who I am. My name is Liam. I'm a doctor, or I was, at a renowned university hospital. My work was never just a job, it was a family legacy. I grew up under the heavy weight of expectation. My childhood was shaped by loss and duty. When I was 3, my mother walked out. My memories of her are fragments, her soft smile, the sadness in her eyes. She left me behind with my father, who passed away while I was still in grade school. After that, my grandparents raised me. They were kind in their own strict way, emphasizing discipline and achievement. My life's path had been chosen before I could choose it myself. I would become a doctor and carry the family name. Looking back, I believe my mother felt crushed beneath the same burdens. My grandfather ruled our family with an iron, and my father followed in his steps, placing duty above happiness. My grandmother, ever loyal to him, believed this was the only proper way. But my mother wasn't like them, treated as little more than a servant, pressured to bear children. She reached her breaking. I'm sorry, Liam, she had once whispered to me, tears shining in her eyes. I couldn't take you with me. Back then, I only felt abandoned. As I grew older, I began to understand her. Through compassion, she had no choice. My sharpest memory remains her trembling hands failing to wipe away the tears she tried to hide. After she left, life continued under my grandparents' stern guidance. Materially, I lacked nothing. Emotionally, I had little. My days were filled with study, discipline, and relentless preparation. Success was not encouraged, it was demanded. 33, I married Lisa. She was also a doctor, brilliant and ambitious. Sharing my devotion to medicine. Paper, we were ideal. For a while we lived in rhythm. Neither of us wanted children, our careers consumed us. Instead, we poured our energy into work, enjoying our early marriage with trips, celebrations, and fleeting escapes from hospital life. But over time the pace devoured us. Overnight shifts bled into missed meals. Our schedules rarely aligned. Slowly the closeness faded, replaced by silence and distance. One day one of us, maybe me, maybe her, voiced the thought we both carried. What's the point of being together anymore? That simple question ended it. Our divorce was swift, free of drama. No fights, no courts dragging on, just a mutual recognition that our bond had run dry. On a bitter winter day, we signed the papers and it was done. Afterward, Lisa left the hospital. Heard through a colleague, never knowing whether she left medicine altogether or simply transferred. I stayed, but my passion waned. The hospital became a reminder of my failures, not only as a husband but as a man. Each time I discharged a patient into the arms of their smiling family, loneliness pierced me. I began to wonder, was this all life offered? To chase success, gather wealth, and die alone. 2 years after the divorce, I resigned. By then, my grandparents had passed, leaving me utterly alone. Oh, my savings kept me afloat. I was trapped in stagnation, my days haunted by questions with no answers. What does happiness truly mean? Where do I go now? Then one day Lisa called. Her voice, familiar yet strange, startled me. I need you to meet someone, she said. Before I could respond, she gave a time and place, a coffee shop, and hung up. When I arrived, she was already there. She looked different, healthier, more at ease. But she wasn't alone. Beside her sat a young woman in her 20s, her features unfamiliar yet striking. It's been a while, Lisa said, her gaze sweeping over me. You don't look well. She wasn't wrong. I looked worn, my body reflecting years of neglect. You seem fine, I replied carefully, my eyes drifting toward the young woman. Who is she? Your sister. Lisa shook her head, a faint smile emerging. No, Liam. She's yours. I blinked, stunned. That's impossible. I'm an only child. You know that. My mother left when I was 3. My father died years ago. I don't have siblings. Lisa inhaled deeply, her expression toughening. Your mother remarried after you left. This is Missy, your half-sister. She was born from that second marriage. The words struck like lightning. I had never imagined my mother starting over. Yet as I studied Missy's face, understanding dawned. For the first time in years, something stirred within me.